So in this video, I'll show you how to set up absence policies. First of all, a policy is a set of specific rules for an absence type, and you have to note that to manage absence policies in Huma, you need a system role with full access to absence. So let's say that I want to create a rule or policy where my employees by default are granted 25 vacation days per calendar year. So I go to Absence and Settings, and then I choose the absence types that I'm adding a policy to. For this example, I'll choose Vacation Type. And I click Add Policy, and then I give the policy a name that makes sense to me, like Standard Vacation Policy. So one policy per absence type can be default, which means that all new hires will automatically be assigned this default policy. So for my example here, I'll just activate that. And then I want to set the policy's time period. And by default, it follows the calendar year from January 1st. But of course, you can edit this if you want to. Or you can choose a rolling time period and indicate how many months back in time the registered absence is counted within. But for my example, I'll choose to follow the calendar year. Now I'll decide if I want to limit the number of days of the policy or go with an unlimited number. And in my case, I want to limit the number of vacation days to 25 per calendar year. So I'll just enter 25 here. And it's important to note that employees can request days that exceed this limit, but both they and the person handling their absence request will be notified about the exceedance and can choose whether to accept it or decline it. Since I set a limit for number of days, I must also choose if one should be allowed to transfer the non-used days to a new time period. So for my example here, I'll toggle this bar as I want to allow unused vacation days to be transferred to next year. And now the export code is used for sending absence data to external systems, like a payroll system or similar. Then the export code should match your external absence system codes, and I advise you to check out our knowledge base to read more about how you can send Huma absence data to your external systems. So now this policy is set up, and I'll just click Save. And now the next step is to assign employees to this newly created policy. So I'll just choose the people from my employee list, and then I choose which date they should be assigned to this policy. Done. So remember, you can create many different policies within the same absence type, but your employees can only belong to one policy at a time. That's it. Thanks for watching.